I am proud that I could empower our community to a great extent. There was a time when people looked at me with disgust. The policemen would call me Ida. Now they address me as Madam, says Sheethal Shyam. Her film Aabhaasam reaches cinemas next week. In the meantime, Gowri Savithri, a model, recently became the face of vintage brand Karalkada. Both transgender women are joining an impressive list of achievers who are breaking barriers and erasing prejudices. In fact, Honey, the first trans woman in Kerala to become the fashion icon of a boutique, Weaver's Village in Thiruvananthapuram, way back in 2016, is busy judging auditions for the upcoming Kochi Fashion League. There were about 10 to 12 transgenders competing for a place in the show, and I'm really happy to see their confidence. I am pleased that more trans men and women are coming out in the open and taking their rightful place in society, she says. She does touch upon the trials and tribulations she had to put up with before she was accepted in the mainstream. There are many challenges, but we are determined to find our place in the sun, she adds. Agreeing with her assessment, Bihan Pidambar, board member of Kerala, a registered community-based organization for Malayali LGBTIQ people, and corporate communications specialist in a business process management industry in Bengaluru, says, there are people who are getting into movies. They start with modeling and enter films. Sheethal Shyam, Anjali Amir and Deepthi Kalyani are acting in films. There are well-known names in the makeup industry such as Renju Renjamar and Janmani Das. Beneath Seema from Thiruvananthapuram has just launched her bridal makeup studio, so there is a big movement among trans women in the glamour industry. Bihan from Kochi points out that outside this field too, trans women are getting into different industries, all along having to battle stigma and underexposure to the field. For instance, there is a doctor in Thiruvananthapuram who doesn't want to come in the open but has an extremely successful practice, he says, though the government initiative of employing trans people in KMRL, Kochi Metro Rail Limited, has to be lauded. I feel it was a half-hearted attempt. Lots more needs to be done, he says. Bihan points out, from a government survey, that 54% of the trans people in Kerala are dropouts and have no English conversational skills. Besides coming from abandoned backgrounds, they lack social skills and discipline. Most suffer from psychological and health issues. This needs to be addressed along with measures such as the one taken by the KMRL. Bihan says that there is definitely a movement towards including trans people into the mainstream, but a need for a strict grievance redressal system is required. There is still a very long way to go. Sheethal Shyam activist actor, my friends are caught eagerly waiting to see me on screen. Sheethal Shyam, the face of the LGBT community in Kerala, can't contain her excitement talking about her movie Aabhaasam that will reach theaters. I had done a small role in Jayan Cherian's Bodyscapes that didn't have a wide release. When Jubith, director of Aabhaasam, approached me with the role, I was expecting the usual portrayal of transgenders in movies. But he wanted me as the person I am, and that excited me. The experience was heartwarming, with the entire crew treating me with respect and affection, she says. Champion for the cause of transgenders for 18 years now, Sheethal is happy that things are changing for the better for her community. A founding member of many organizations that give voice and support to the LGBT community and a columnist with a leading Malayalam magazine, the 33-year-old is proud that she has come thus far in spite of being a Class 9 dropout. The years I spent in Sangama, an NGO for sexual minorities in Bengaluru, molded me. I came out of the shell. I know about my rights and what freedom truly stands for, she says. Sheethal has a pillar of support in her partner of 12 years, Smentoy. Sweetie Burnett, newscaster Sweetie Burnett, 29, a newscaster with a television channel, is also a model and makeup artist. She worked briefly for the Kochi Metro. Things have changed a lot since Sweetie came out as transgender 14 years ago. Even her family wasn't as accepting. My take is that a lot of what passes as the transgender cause is aimed at garnering publicity for themselves, says Sweetie. She treasures her job as news anchor. It has changed her life for the better. For transgenders, employment and employability is still an issue, and help has come from within the community. It has changed lives and given them a sense of pride in who they are. Well-known makeup artists Renju Renjamar and Janmani Das have helped the community, she says, by encouraging them to stand on their feet. She walked the ramp for a recently concluded Fashion Week in Kochi, and has acted in a play staged at the International Theatre Festival of Kerala (ITFOK) Pariyan Maranakadakal in Thrissur. She is still out of kilter with the man or women question, but she agrees that life is better. The struggle continues. She wants to be able to wear what she wants, when she wants. Sweetie is pursuing a correspondence undergraduate course to complete her education, which she couldn't continue as she came out while in high school. The visibility that people talk about is all fine, but there isn't acceptance yet. I am still asked if I am a man or a woman when I step out. It is very much an everyday struggle. A lot of what is said and done is mere lip service. We want to be understood. She says Kerala has a long way to go before we accept transgenders occupying public space. Zara Shaikha, Senior HR Associate, US, Global. For 25 years, I lived for others. Now I am living for myself. That's Zara Shaikha for you. The first transgender in the state to get employed in a multinational company, this Kollam native is a fine example for how the tough get going when the going gets tough. A few days away from completing a year at US Global as Senior HR Associate, the 27-year-old says it has not been an easy journey. When I announced to the world who I am, 855 friends on my Facebook page unfriended me, she recalls. A graduate in botany, she had enough work experience behind her when she applied for the job at US. But I had my apprehensions because 3 companies had already refused me a job on account of who I am. But at US, they judged me on the basis of my experience and my qualification. I am treated like any other employee till date, she avers. Not just that. Within a few months of taking up the job, she underwent sex reassignment surgery, SRS. I can't wait to celebrate my first birthday, she adds. Zara's advice to her community is, get educated and polish communication skills. A speaker at TED Talk events, she is a travel buff, enjoys modeling, dancing and is planning to study law. She will soon start Mahinayatam classes for some of her colleagues. Zara, in Hebrew, means princess. Shaikha stands for royal female. Reasons enough for Zara Shaikha to take that name. Sandra Larwin. Model actor Sandra Larwin, who worked with the Metro in Kochi, in the facility management department, points out that discrimination comes from lack of awareness about trans people. Being mocked and harassed for getting a job on the basis of one's sexual orientation and her different demeanor forced Sandra to quit. Luckily, for the versatile and talented Sandra, she is now a busy model with assignments that will see her walking the ramp internationally. These offers in Paris and Germany are in the pipeline, she says after a successful stint. Sandra was on the ramp with Prince Manvendra Singh Gohil, royalty of Rajpipla, in Chennai in the Kerala Fashion Week held in March 2018. Sandra has also acted in several short films and one that created an impact, J. Jivan's I Wonder Why, which deals with the reactions of people when they see a transgender exiting a woman's washroom. Entrepreneurs Amrita Shilpa has created her brand of pickles, Amrita Pickles. Amrita and business partner Sajna have set up a juice stall that was inaugurated by the district collector of Ernakulam. Tripti Shetty became the first trans woman to get a license from the Handicrafts Development Corporation of Kerala and an artisan ID from the Union Ministry of Textiles for her line of handmade jewellery. Anjali Amir, a transsexual, is perhaps the first to play a female lead in Indian cinema. Deepthi Kalyani is a model and was featured on the cover of a woman's magazine.